Hi, everyone. I hope everybody's having a good week. I'm just going to talk about differentiated instruction classroom. That's what the video was for the discussion, and it was actually a really good video. I learned a lot, I feel like. I really liked how the teacher um, took a group of students that a lot of people were afraid of because they had all sorts of different things going on. There was behavioral issues, there was special education students, students that were at different levels of learning, and she really turned that into a very productive classroom where I feel like those students truly did learn um, the lessons that she was teaching. And one thing that I really liked that she said was that a classroom is what you make it. And I thought that was a very powerful statement because she took what seemed to be an impossible situation to other teachers and really just tailored her classroom, her lessons, everything to her students. I really liked how she celebrated students' hard work, even though it was just seemed like a regular classroom day, nothing too special. And there were a couple of students who did present their work, but it was really still a work in progress. But she celebrated at the end of the classroom by everybody giving a round of applause for having such a good day of hard work. And that's something that I would like to do in my classroom. Another thing I learned from the video was the teacher saw the value in students asking questions. She saw that by the students asking questions, that really showed the students' interest in learning and their students' interest um, in doing well in the assignments that she had them do. And she also took that as a learning experience for herself, trying to find out based on the students' questions that maybe she needs to alter her lesson plans, how she presents material, how she presents instructions, how she presents her tasks for them to complete. It was all just a learning experience for everybody at the end of the day, which I thought was really cool. Couple of the instructional strategies that I would use in my classroom. One thing is I would really like to have posters or artwork on my walls that represent all of the different cultural backgrounds for my students. Um, Throughout the year, I feel like we could use those um, in lessons, use those as inspiration for the students to do well. Um, Another thing is, I really like how the teacher also in the video got down on their level. She wasn't talking over them, she was having a conversation with them. I would use that as well. I would, if they're working at their desks, I would go up to them and I would, instead of having them just, come up to me, I would go to them and kneel down, get down on their level, have a conversation. They can ask questions, I can ask questions, and we can really institute some really good learning. I feel that way because then that also makes everybody in the classroom feel as though they're really being listened to and you're really giving the attention that the students need and deserve as well. Um, Barriers that I think that I would face, especially with special ed students, is um, not everybody learns the same, especially I have found as being a paraeducator with my special ed students. Um, Students learn differently. Some students learn better when they have visual representation of the content or the curriculum. And I think that's where differentiation really comes into play because you should be able to tailor lessons, tailor instruction, tailor tasks, um, even students' work should be tailored to their strengths so that they can really demonstrate to you that they are learning the content, or you can really see where there might be some holes in their learning, some places in their cognitive processes that you could possibly work on. And that's something that's really important. Um, Also, something is the positive behavioral interventions and supports. I really truly believe that positive behavior reinforcement is really key, especially when you're working with students who may have behavioral issues, may have emotional outbursts. Um, those students really, I feel like, at least from my experience, they act out because there is something that's going on with them, whether it's they don't understand what's going on in the classroom, whether it's problems from home that are manifesting in the school, in the classroom. You really have to, instead of punishing them and saying, go straight to the principal or writing a referral or something like that, try and find a positive way to redirect them in the classroom. Just because a student is acting out doesn't mean they need to necessarily be removed unless it's violent behavior, but it just means that maybe you need to shift how you present your instruction. You need to shift some of the things that they're learning because maybe they don't understand what's going on. And that's just something that everybody can work on. And I feel like the students really can let us know what is the best way for them to learn and what is the best way for them to act appropriately in a classroom. That actually happened to me this week. I asked a student, what's a better way for us to work together? And she told me. She gave me perfect, blatant examples of things that have worked for her in the past, things that she enjoys doing, ways of learning that she knows is effective for her. So by having a conversation, instead of punishing her for her behavior, I just have a conversation with them because they are people. They are people, younger versions of us that, they understand themselves and they know themselves. And we have to be open to learning new things as teachers. All right, that's it. Thanks for a great class, everybody, and good luck. Have a great holiday. Bye.